Happy Friday. I'm Koby Campbell along with my co-hosts Konner Barron and Firebaugh, Brian Firebaugh that is. We're sorry, haven't had shows. We promise this should be the last of the technical issues. No more technical issues. We got everything fixed from moving it outside for our live show. So we should be back to normal. We promise. If there's any more missed days, then I don't know what to say. I don't know what we'll do. We'll do it. I don't know. We'll do something to make it up to you guys. Yeah, we'll do like an ice bucket challenge or something.
It's a cool 20 degrees.
Yep, Konner will do it. We'll do it outside too.
I'll do it.
But nice to be back on once again. First up, starting the NBA world. We'll just touch on this real quick. We'll just touch on this. Anthony Davis. This was on Tuesday. Yeah. I think this came out, or Monday or Tuesday. Monday. At approximately 6:07 a.m. I got the alert. Woke me up to a pleasant surprise. Anthony Davis, arguably the best player in the NBA by some people's measure,
for sure,
requested a trade from the New Orleans Pelicans, who he got drafted by and he's been with for
7 years, I think it was.
How many?
I think it's 7 years.
I think this is his
seventh year with the Pelicans. That's a long time, and now he signed an extension not too long ago. He still has 3 more years on his contract, but he requested a trade. Everybody looks down to the West Coast, to the Los Angeles Lakers. But the thing is, the report came out yesterday night, that the Pelicans have no interest in trading Anthony Davis to the Lakers right now. So we'll touch on some of that later.
Yeah,
that's big news in the NBA world and a lot of other stuff going on. It's kind of going berserk. NBA Twitter, just NBA world is.
Kyrie said he'd team back up.
Yeah, Kyrie. There's a lot. I'm speechless. We'll talk about that later. Wichita State, Wednesday night.
Yep.
Got the W against SMU. Konner, you're at the game. What do you think about that game from your Shockers?
It was a big time win. Actually, SMU they were 4-3 in the conference coming into that game. Okay.
Yes, sir.
It was a huge win. Actually, a lot of the young guys stepped up, and we actually finished a close game. There was a ton of close games in the past week. Made turnovers and caused mistakes. This time we actually finished, and I was very impressed to see that.
Very impressed to see it. What do you think, Brian?
I'm impressed by him as well. You know, SMU's not a team to throw in the garbage bin. They're a good squad, and obviously it helped that they were in Charles Cook Arena. But that place, as you said, went absolutely berserk when Samaje Haynes-Jones made that shot. And
how did that go in? That's great. That was a nice bucket.
I give him all the thumbs up and kudos for that win. It's a big win for him.
Yeah, it is. Was that their second conference win?
Yes.
Second conference win. Hey, doing all we can though, right? So Wichita State back on track. Let's talk real quick about your Jayhawks. What are you thinking, Brian?
I mean, they need a leader. LeJerome Vick's not being a leader right now. He's their senior. He's what they need to be a leader, and he's not.
He got benched, actually.
I like that.
For Abaji.
All right.
And then Abaji had 24.
Okay.
It's the point when LeJerome Vick has realized that he might not get picked up by an NBA team. Even in the D League, G League, whatever it is. He might not get picked up, and he might have to go overseas. He's got to realize he's got to step up and be a leader, because NBA teams look for that leadership quality too. He's got to be a leader on this young team. Team without Udoka Azubuike, Sylvia Sosa still ineligible. Abaji is stepping up, and I enjoy it because
good player.
He's being the talent that we brought in for a reason. And I'll be honest with you guys,
he was never expected to do what he's doing right now.
No. And KU might not win the Big 12, but if they bring everybody back next year, I'm okay with that. I don't think Udoka will come back personally, but if they can bring back that core of both the Lawsons, Grimes, Dotson, Abaji, I like what we see for next year. Obviously, I'm still focused on this year, but if we don't win it, then I'm not going to be too sad about it.
Okay, you looking like they might not go get 15 straight with even a share, man. Sometimes it looks like this and KU turns it on, but this team seems a little different this year. It's crazy fight for the Big 12 championship.
I mean, there's still 12 games.
Yeah, there's a lot of time left.
There's a lot of time.
But there's not a lot of time left until the Super Bowl is played.
Truth.
This Sunday, the Los Angeles Rams are taking on the New England Patriots. Brady, this is his 57th Super Bowl ever. The dude gets there every year, it feels like. Konner, let's just get these predictions out of the way real quick. And then Yeah, a bold statement. Give us your bold statements for the Super Bowl. Yeah, we'll go bold statement.
Aaron Donald wins MVP.
Aaron Donald wins the Super Bowl MVP. How many sacks? What are some of his stats?
We'll go 6 tackles,
Okay.
3 tackles for loss,
3 for a loss.
2 sacks, 2 forced fumbles, and 1 interception.
Holy
The
moly!
interception. He's gonna bat that down.
Is this worse than Nelson Aguilar goes for 25 catches, however many he's
I think I said 10 catches, 200 yards.
10 catches, 200 yards,
Calm
3
down.
touchdowns.
Don't exaggerate it too
Hey,
much.
only the real fans remember that episode. That was a while ago. Brian, what is your prediction?
Rams 35-31.
Okay.
My bold prediction: Sonny Michel has 3 touchdowns and 120 yards on the ground.
All right, I can do that.
It's reserved, but it's still like in range.
Not really that bold.
That was not.
Yeah, but it's
Bold.
still 3
It's gotta be
touchdowns.
bold.
All right, so
All
here's
right, you want a bold one?
We'll go.
Oh,
Tom
yeah.
Brady tries to catch another pass.
Okay.
that'd be bold of the Patriots.
Bold.
What's your score prediction? You get that.
Rams 35, Patriots 29. I don't know how you
Good.
get 29, but they got the 29.
My bold prediction: Sonny Michel goes for 150 rushing yards and over 100 receiving yards, 3 touchdowns.
Oh my goodness.
Super Bowl MVP. Patriot running backs dominate in the Super Bowl.
That is true.
They play so well, especially when they win the game. Remember James White a couple years ago had 5 touchdowns. So I'm gonna go Patriots 38, Rams 32.
Okay.
How do you even get to 32?
So when you get to 29,
We don't.
We'll
It's
go.
gonna happen.
38, 32, Pats. Brady gets to 6 like MJ, and Brady is still the undisputable GOAT of the NFL. So, Rams, Patriots,
No, I said Rams.
You said Rams?
Yeah, I said Rams 35.
Oh, I thought you, okay. So Rams, Patriots. Maybe we'll do something for whoever loses. Like the loser has to do a challenge or something. We'll think about that. We'll talk about it. Maybe put that on Twitter. You know. But that's all for that. Next block, man. This is the NBA segment. So NBA fans, get in. There's so much going on in the NBA. Trade talks. Teams playing so well. Teams struggling.
Yeah.
So much to talk about. So we'll be right back. Stay
Looking for a reliable and trustworthy auto repair shop? Head over to Redline Auto Repair, locally owned family business in the Rose Hill area since 2004. Their experienced workers and modest prices have earned them a reputable status among the people of Rose Hill. Their services vary from oil leaks, AC repair, as well as engine and transmission replacement. If you're in need of an auto repair, make your way to 112 North Rose Hill Road for the best automotive repair available.
AJ Taylor, reporter, Channel 7 News.
Hey!
Hi.
Thank you for coming in. Thank you for auditioning as well. Here's your paper. Could you read that?
Watch fake news.
Now
Hand.
say it backward to the tune of Row, Row, Row Your Boat. Alright, now I want you to say it as though you are Liam Neeson at a bus station.
Can you do it like the color blue? Can you grow a mustache on the spot?
Can I get more bus station?
No?
Say it
Really?
like an avocado.
An avocado?
Could you do a cartwheel?
Can you be a little less blonde?
Can you do it while tap dancing?
No.
Just imagine an avocado real quick, right? How would an avocado do this?
Now do it with both your elbows touching your nose.
Could you eat the paper, please?
Okay, now can you say it like somebody named Chad?
Say it like you're part of a 90s TV sitcom.
Watch fake news.
Now say it as though you just got the job.
Watch fake news.
Alright.
Welcome back, all you students. We have some trade talks that we're going to trade for Anthony Davis.
Ooh, yeah, that's right.
So, who wants to go first? Brian?
Go
You
first.
You go first?
Alright, so I chose the Knicks,
The New York Knicks.
which I could see a very possible spot because
Uh-huh.
they have multiple free agency openings. They can sign big people. I said Anthony Davis to the Knicks, sending Kevin Knox, Alonzo Trier, Tim Hardaway, and whoever they get in their 2019 first-round draft pick. Which I'm assuming, because it's New York, they'll somehow get one of the first 3 picks.
Oh, yeah.
So it could be either Zion, Cam Reddish, John Morant. It could be one of those.
RJ.
It could be one of those big 4 players, and
That's one of the best trades we have on the table right now.
I think that's a good trade, but here, like, NBA draft lottery, I think, might be rigged. I mean,
I would agree with that.
So if you're New Orleans, do you try to trade until after the year? So
That's
the
what I
Knicks
was thinking.
still,
That's what I was
so the
thinking.
Knicks still have the first pick, and it's not like they know New Orleans is gonna get it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so then you maybe have a better chance of the Knicks getting the first pick and then trading for that.
I could see this being a draft night trade. You guys can see it.
Yes.
Because then they would solidify that they know they get that first pick,
Yeah.
first round.
True.
I could definitely see that. If you're the Knicks, do you want to trade AD or trade for AD and just try to win now?
You obviously you're not gonna win with this roster.
So you say
So
you
I
check
say
AD.
you, I say you wait until the end of the year and then trade for AD. When you have another max spot to offer Kyrie, KD. Yeah.
Okay.
Because imagine a trio of Kristaps, KD, and Anthony Davis.
That's lethal. That sounds pretty
that's a
lethal to
lengthy
me.
lineup, too.
In New York, I'm going to go my team, the team that should trade for Anthony Davis. Me and Connor both like this
I
team.
do like that. Oh.
The Toronto Raptors should trade for Anthony Davis, and this is why. They already went and got Kawhi Leonard. They traded off DeRozan, who they had locked up, who's been in Toronto forever.
Yeah.
Okay, that's their leading career scorer franchise. They traded him for Kawhi Leonard, who they only have 1 year for sure. So they've been pushing all their chips in, knowing that Kawhi Leonard could leave after this year, one of the best players in the league. He already bought a home in Southern LA, so it's not looking good.
So he's on Clippers.
He's not going to the Clippers. He's probably going to the Clippers. But you already pushed all your chips in. So what do you have to lose? Trade. You have OG Anunoby,
Yep.
Pascal Siakam, who's playing incredible this year. DeLon Wright,
Solid player.
Valanciunas, who you might have to put in there,
Yeah.
and then you have Fred VanVleet, and then you got a first round pick too. So those are a bunch of really young, solid players. If you trade them to the Pelicans, and the I can't even speak. I'm so excited. Like, this is just, it works out perfect. So the Raptors get Anthony Davis, and if you think he's going to leave in 2 years, just trade him off. Somebody in the NBA is always going to have room for a player like Anthony Davis. So if you think he's going to leave, trade Anthony Davis off to somewhere else, and then get young assets back, and you can start rebuilding again if you think it's going downhill. So it's a low risk, high reward situation for the Pelicans. I think you're already all in for a championship. Why not just go all in even more? What do you think, Connor? Who's your team?
Mine is the Denver Nuggets.
Okay.
You know, past 2 years they've been the 9 seed looking in on the playoffs. Right now they're the 2 seed behind Golden State.
Ooh.
But if they trade Miles Plumlee,
Okay.
Will Barton,
Okay.
Jamal Murray,
Okay.
Michael Porter Jr.
Ooh, Jamal Murray.
Yep.
Okay.
Michael Porter Jr. and the first round pick to get Anthony Davis, that puts them, I think, contending with Golden State in the Western Conference Finals.
Whew.
Because
Check out Jamal Murray.
You're still going to have Isaiah Thomas,
Right.
Gary Harris,
Okay. Right.
don't know who the 3 spot is, Anthony Davis, and
Okay.
Jokic, and Paul Millsap coming off the bench
For this year at
for
least.
this year.
It's not a bad squad.
That's a solid squad. That is a solid squad. And there's a lot of other things, possibilities that could happen. Pelicans wait till the offseason and try to trade them to Boston.
Or the Bucks.
Or the Bucks, which I don't see happening. They don't have very good young players other than Giannis.
Same name.
I know. We're just throwing names out there.
Clippers.
Doesn't matter. No, not the Clippers.
No.
But also, Kyrie, the report came out 2 days ago, Wednesday, that there's a lot of stuff happening with Kyrie.
Yeah.
Saying that he could very well
Team back up with LeBron.
team back up
In
with
LA.
LeBron in LA. What? Are you kidding me?
No.
You can't be serious, right? Like, this
Are
dude
you
left
serious?
LeBron. Are you serious, Kyrie? Come on now. And then also the report came out on Wednesday that the Pelicans have no interest in trading Anthony Davis to the Lakers right now. They don't feel rushed. They said they want to take the time, see what their offers are. If they don't like any, wait till the offseason and try to trade them to Boston maybe. Boston has a lot of picks.
And a lot of young, good guys.
And a lot of young, great players. So New Orleans has their fair share of. They have all the leeway in this deal, I would say.
Yeah,
right?
for sure.
So, a lot of stuff going on in the NBA. Klay Thompson for the Golden State Warriors. The report came out that if this is so much like zigzagging, and maybe it's hard to keep track. But if the Lakers somehow get Anthony Davis, then Klay Thompson would be really interested in joining the Lakers
This summer, yeah.
This summer. So things could go downhill for Golden State real quick if Klay leaves this offseason.
Boogie leaves.
Durant leaves. Boogie leaves. And Draymond leaves in a year or two to go chase his max contract. Young Stephen Curry might be the only one left there in Golden State.
Not young Steph Curry anymore.
I know, yeah. Not young Steph Curry. He's 30 now. And then the thing in Boston could also go downhill real quick. If their picks don't turn out well in the future. They have a lot of picks. But, I mean, if Kyrie leaves, and, I don't know, if you trade, if Kyrie leaves, things could go downhill real quick for them. Al Horford leaves. So there's a lot of things. People say the NBA is kind of the same teams every year. I feel like these next 2 years, and even in this year alone, there's a lot of potential for things to get really shaken up so that it's not just Golden State and Cleveland for, say, like the past years. That's not what I don't think Cleveland's going to get to the finals this year. They have the worst record in the league, just about, unless Colin Sexton leads them to it's not happening. It's not happening. So a lot of things going on in the NBA All-Star game, everything we just talked about. So, but for us big NBA fans, it's the blast. Trade deadline coming up. I mean, there's so much things we could have even talked about that we didn't even talk about because we just don't have time. We don't want to, just ramble about the NBA because easily we could do that. I'm rambling right now, but we're cutting it off. We're cutting it off. So that was that. We'll be right back in the next block with Sports in Rose Hill. Stay tuned. Do not go anywhere.
Starting in 2003, Year 5 Ceramics is a place of warmth and comfort and offers a larger than normal selection of picks. This establishment has activities for all ages, including birthday parties and ladies' nights. Located in Andover, they have a wide variety of colors and options for your projects. So call or walk in today to be a part of the fun.
Hi, we're your Channel 7 News team. Make sure to check us out on RHBN every other Friday.
Hi, I'm Austin Graham. You should watch The Fake News, the new sketch comedy show from Rocket Production, which is
There he is! Get him!
Welcome back to Are You Serious? We have some Rose Hill sports for you.
Hold on. My phone's ringing. Remember, we gotta find some assets to trade for Anthony Davis, right? Is it something we trade Connor for AD? Is that what we're gonna do here?
I'll take it. I'll go to New Orleans.
Everybody's in the running for Anthony Davis, so might as well answer my phone too.
Yes, sir.
All right, Sports in Rose Hill. I'm sorry.
So wrestling tournament, big one in Rose Hill, starts today, goes into tomorrow. Biggest tournament of the year, you could say.
Quite a spectacle. Quite a spectacle.
Swim is next Saturday at El Dorado. It is their league meet.
Yep.
And then next Friday, we are at home against Wellington. Homecoming. Going to be a big game.
Ooh. Against Wellington, you said?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yes, sir. At home. So, of course it's at home. It's Wellington. But, a lot of stuff going on. NBA, Super Bowl, Rose Hill sports going on lately. It's packed world right now in the sports world. So that was a fun episode. Maybe pretty long now. I apologize for rambling. Just kidding. Maybe I get a little excited. Next show Tuesday, right?
Yes, sir.
There should be a show. No more technical issues. Alright. Apparently there's not. I don't want to do no ice bucket challenge outside. But we'll see you guys on Tuesday. Thanks for watching. I'm Koby Campbell, on the coast, Konner Barron, Firebaugh. Catch y'all later.